Hey, can I tell you guys about something big that's coming down the pipe?
Pause. I like that. Coming out the pipe is
Big
better.
pause, but it might not be out for a little while. But so basically, a few months back, Traplo Ross went to the Foties with Faux Extra. A lot of people probably remember seeing that this was a tease. There was like a behind the scenes that DC Baby Drago did that honestly seems like it kind of stole the thunder from this piece of content because that was like multiple months ago. And now the full thing is dropping with Ross interviewing Faux Extra. And they basically, they go to the place where he blew his hand off, according to Faux Extra, because there's only 2 parts of this out right now. He's dropping in like 5-minute clips, right? And he's basically like talking about where he blew his hand off. It didn't happen in a car. That's the number one thing. He said that he lit it, threw it, it didn't blow up. He reached down to grab it, and it blew up in his hand. So I don't know how we ended up with like such a different version of
but not in the car.
So his friend wasn't affected in this.
As far as the story he tells, no. Now, he could be telling a fake version of the story.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
You don't believe it?
He tried to drive by and threw it in a motherfucker.
I mean, I know for a fact. I heard the dude name who have his ear and his face blew off, but I just forgot it. The older dude from Foties.
Shit,
So that's a lie.
The version of it that he's telling is totally different. Now, he could be not telling that version of the story because maybe from an insurance perspective or a legal perspective, maybe he doesn't want to say it. But the version that he tells in the video is what I said, that he went to throw it, he went to grab it, and then, whatever. But
he fell off so bad. I ain't gonna.
We can discuss if that's true or not. But either way. So the full version of this video is available to Cam Capone News subscribers, and it's on a different tier. It's on the $10 tier as opposed to the $5 tier. So
smart.
You pay $5 a month, you get early access to Cam Capone's interviews. You spend $10 a month, you get that, but you also get to see the 4 extra content ahead of time. Now, I am not at this time a Cam Capone member, but I have my ways. I was sent a copy of this footage. Towards the very end of the hour and 10-minute video, 4 extra finally speaks on the 22-ster.
Oh, shit.
For a couple minutes.
Oh, my.
There's a lot to unpack about it. But the gist of it, you're going to love it. You're going to love seeing Traplo Ross sit there and kind of nervously nod and try to change the topic when he's talking about me. That was kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. But he sounds very hurt. Even before he starts speaking about me, honestly, he's in a very emotional, like you have never seen this emotional depth from 4 extra
emotional
before.
intelligence. Is that fair to say?
You get intelligent. He talking about being vulnerable and emotional. Why you getting intelligent?
Emotional intelligence is different than like
you miss one.
Smart. That's like being in touch with your emotions.
Let blood land.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyway, so he's speaking about me. He's getting very in his feelings, and he makes it clear that it really, really hurt him to see me laughing about what happened to him while he was still in the hospital. Now, I have gone back. I've checked the records, and I have some good news for 4 extra. I was not laughing at you, which should be obvious. I don't know if he's even like pretended to see this footage, but like the idea that I was laughing at him is crazy. Now, what actually is happening in the video that was while he was still in the hospital? Now, granted, I did crack jokes later on, but the thing that was enough for 4 extra to write me off was the fact that Munchie makes a joke. I like literally am sitting there like not laughing, like yeah, real funny. And the whole room's laughing. I'm not laughing. It's like I was going so hard trying to not laugh at some undeniably funny jokes, and that was enough to ruin the 4 extra friendship. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck at this point. It feels like this is just, nobody really cares about this as much as me. It still hurts me in my heart that I put so much time and effort and money into building this guy up, and that he just threw me to the side like a fucking dog. As soon as because it's like, listen, I do a podcast with Munchie. He doesn't like you. Want to know why he doesn't like you? Is because you and him are ops, and you've had words before in the past. You guys are never gonna get along. And it's just like, it hurts so bad that 4 extra, like, as soon as Munchie makes one joke, just decides to like blame this on me. But also, one last thing is like, you did buy, according to him, $6,000 worth of fireworks, and then you blew off your hand. Like, how do you at a certain point not feel like, okay, you got to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit.
$6,000 worth?
That's what he says. Doesn't make any sense to me. I have no idea. Like $6,000 worth of, that's going to be like a couple of pickup trucks.
Buy some Dracos instead.
It did sound crazy to me too. But all I'm saying is that the fact that he can't find it within himself to realize that other people, specifically your ops, people that like you really don't get along with, are going to find humor in this when you were going around acting like the toughest fucking guy on earth for all these years. It's just like, are you fucking serious? Like this, for the 4 extra thing in particular, might be the biggest reminder I've ever got that you just can't do business with dummies over and over and think that it's going to work out all right. I can't keep stooping down and trying to make stars out of people and succeeding, to be totally fair, succeeding, because as soon as they get one person in their fucking ear, they're just going to fuck it up.
Is there anything, because we know that he's clearly being very reactionary and kind of jumped out the window, and despite the fact of him going through this really traumatic situation, is there anything that you wish that, or you feel like you could have done differently in dealing with him in this situation?
No. I handled it perfectly, and he's behaving like a child. That's my honest opinion.
Do you feel like there's people that have been in his ear that...
Yeah, of course. From day one, yeah. I mean, he was honestly kind of hating on me even when he was still in the hospital before I had even had a chance to speak on it, because I tried to go to the hospital and got rejected, even though... And then later they told Remo, oh, we thought that he was going to want to film something. Why would you think that? All I said was I was going to pull up. I said I was going to pull up alone, too. And then somehow that still became, oh, we thought he was going to try to film something. That's when I knew right away, oh, shit, he got people in his ear trying to... Because keep in mind, he was trying to get 50K.
Did you try?
He couldn't get 5K, but he tried to get 50K.
Did you try to like reach out to him independently? Like
just be
instantly.
Like, the whole time, the whole time. I was trying to reach
what was
out.
the breaking point?
It was just like, I was sitting, 3 days after he blows his hand off, I'm sitting on the podcast with Munchie, and Munchie makes a joke about it, and I didn't really like laugh. I like specifically said that I didn't think it was funny, and like, oh, I don't want to make jokes like that, but that was enough. He ended the whole relationship over that. It's kind of crazy.
There's a lot of
being just out the window.
Yeah, and he made it like he acted like I like convened a panel of all his ops so that we could have like a big anti-4 extra meeting. When in reality, that whole episode, I'm still showing him love the whole fucking time. He invented all this shit in his head.
If something like that happened to me, you guys would be laughing about it so much more. It's insane.
Hey, look, bro.
Wait, if you blew your hand, exactly. Yeah. Think about it. If you blew your fucking hand off.
That happened to Lush.
Like, listen, Munchie had an incident that honestly was not that honestly it's like way more serious and stuff. It's not like
No, I wouldn't be like
how Munchie lost his vision was from like a super serious real world situation, and still he's able to like laugh at himself from time to time, make a joke about the blind thing, whatever, and like be adjusted to it. It's like if you're gonna blow your hand off with a firework, which is like way less of a real situation, you're gonna have to be able to figure out how to laugh at yourself at a certain point.
You think Munchie always been like that though?
Probably not instantly. If I had to guess.
No.
Like, Munchie been, I don't know.
Yeah, he had like 15 years to get used to it.
No, that's a good question.
The nigga pretty sure and heard everything you can hear, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to blind. This is a fresh situation. And like I said, everybody differently. Like, regardless what a person portray, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers got emotions. The true hurt.
You feel me?
Like, when shit hurt. Like, I know how I feel. Like I said, like, me just, look, me, and I'm going to tell this motherfucker, like, me blowing my shit up, I would have been crying.
For shit show.
Right there on the spot. Like, if that was like the real photos they were showing of his shit, like, he was just right there, just like looking like in shock. Nigga, my shock, I probably would have been yelling. Like, man, my shit gone? Like, man.
You'd probably be in shock too, because like the human mind has defense mechanisms.
He said he has like 5.5 hours where he didn't remember anything after he blew it off.
I believe that.
That's a crazy number. Like, I can't even imagine.
But that makes a lot of sense as far as trauma.
Hey, to answer you, ain't right. Look, I got this little paperwork I got from the hospital after I got shot. Like, my lawyer like wanted to like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I had to search my lawyer like, oh, is he really, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So I didn't know that going through it like they do it like just like you question. Oh yeah, we told Mr. Banks or like, you know what I'm saying, what I responded all the little shit, right? Then I'm like, if you read it, he told him X, Y, and Z. He tried to explain further. He shook hands with him and he said further things I could do. Like, he just not said nothing. And hey, bro, look, I embraced it, bro. I'm cool with it, but I didn't lose my shit to no firework. I lost it to game banging. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is. It was a freak accident. With his shit, so his shit different. Like, I knew what time it was when I got shot. My shit hit different. And then another thing, you've been on the limelight, you're going viral, bro. You're on a podcast with 5 million subscribers, bro. So now, nigga, if you fall, you remember he tried to kick the shit and fail. They go laugh, bro.
That was viral literally the day before, yeah.
But I'm saying, but anything you do, bro. So nigga, like, you gotta expect that. What are you not expecting? I just think my thought process and I look at shit different and I approach things different. No, that dude. Nigga, I said a joke. Nigga, we had Ant nigga on the phone. Nigga talking about that was tacky. No, the fuck it wasn't. It just that Ant wouldn't have said it. Nigga, bro, I hear all kind of jokes. I ain't crying. I'm not tripping. But and then
were you more sensitive at first though?
No,
did it take
I was
you
never
like
sensitive. No, nigga, because right, look. And then to this thing, it ain't the ops thing, right? Because there's a lot of ops on the internet. I don't speak on. I would have never spoke on 4 extras until you like knocked him out, hooked him out, like talking about the homie. You know what I'm saying? And the homie don't do the internet, so I spoke for the homie, and that's where it started at. I never said 4 extras name before that. All the little reaction channels, go look back. I never did it.
The thing that pisses me off about it is that he's basically lying, because he had already switched up on me before I even had a chance to speak about him on the podcast. And it wasn't him switching up on me because of anything I did. It was him switching up on me because he thought that he could get a bigger bag somewhere else. And then the actual thing that happened is that he wasn't able to, like, nobody was willing to give him a bag. He thought he was going to get 50K. Nobody would give him 5K.
For the interview.
That's what I'm saying. And now he ended up having to sell the content for way cheaper, all because he mismanaged the situation. He thought that he was going to be able to get this crazy bag somewhere. So he like invented this fake offense, like as if I said something bad about him or as if I was laughing at him all crazy, which if you go back and look at the footage, it's not real. And now but then he chooses to act all sensitive about the fact that I was sitting with Munchie and King Pill as if that wasn't already the plan. That he blows his hand up 3 days later on the No Jumper Show. Kingpin was booked earlier than 3 days before that. Like he was already supposed to be on the podcast. We had already been having conversations about him being a consistent presence on the podcast. Like my idea was that he was going to be on every week because I thought that he might add some like comedic element to it, which, you know, once he actually came, it wasn't really that comedic.
Campaigning for
yeah, the King Pill thing. I was going on the King Pill at that time.
This whole pod, we were excited about King Pill.
Nah, hell no. Flacco.
Oh yeah, not everybody.
Flacco was saying, no, that is true.
Flacco is verbally abusing him.
Anyway, I just wanted to speak on it because there is going to be a little bit of a viral clip of 4Extra looking like a droopy dog, kind of whining and crying about the fact that he allegedly had this bad thing done to him. And so I just wanted to warn people that content is out there. You can pay for $10 for the month. You can watch it on Cam Capone. Somebody could clip it. It could go viral even before the content is released to the public. Cam Capone might beat your ass.
I just wish you guys, you and 4Extra could have had at least one conversation where it's just the two of y'all without any outside.
We had one conversation and he tried to invite me to the studio so he could kill me.
Well, okay, like,
I don't think he was going to do that.
I think I was going to die.
A genuine dialogue.
I don't think he's going to do that.
Yeah, I
was going to die.
Man, why you ain't go to the studio?
I didn't want to die.
Got the Godfather call.
No, because
I think he just wanted to talk.
let me explain something to y'all.
Nothing would have happened.
That it was you and him, right?
And I've spoken to other people that have concurred about this, but basically, like, he's so mad at the world, but he can't go shoot a firework. So instead, he's like mad at me because he can't actually be mad at the thing. Like, who does he actually have reason to be mad at? Himself. That's it. Well, he can't beat himself up, so instead he's got to be mad at like someone else. He just kind of picked me because that was the easiest person to hate on. But man, did he fucking misjudge that situation. Like as a chess player, he just really made the wrong moves.
So you really felt if you went to the studio, he was gonna get you?
I think I would have died, yeah, for sure. I think I would have got that fresh nub hate. Like he would have took one look at his nub, bah, 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 bah. Like I think like that. That's what I really think. Yeah,
He would have put the fire on you,
bro. Like, so in the video, he kind of shows the nub.
Oh,
He doesn't take the entire bandage off, but he kind of like takes like some of the bandages off and kind of shows it to the camera. Now, granted, this is like a few months ago, but like he's got like a pinky, a half a thumb, and then the whole shit in the middle is fucking dunzo.
We thought y'all were playing with